Hello, Dave Morelli here. Today we're going to work on double taps. We're going to continue our exercises in developing our pistol skills. There's two types of double taps. Double tap's kind of a slang word. It's a controlled pair, which are two precisely aimed shots, and then there's what's called the hammer. And when it absolutely has to get done right now, the hammer is the way to go. Normally, a threat response, 2 shots minimum, is acceptable. Mainly because handgun ammunition pretty much sucks as a man stopper. And you want to stop the threat as quickly as possible. So a response to a threat would be 2 shots. So we're going to go over them one at a time. The first one we'll do is a controlled pair. Okay, we're going to start our first exercise with the controlled pair. It's 2 shots. They're relatively quick, but not so quick that you can't take precise aim. So we have our target here. The first 2 shots I'm going to take will be to the torso. Okay, 2 shots. They're only about 1.25 inches apart. They're right into the center mass area, and that's right what we want. Another thing you can do with a controlled pair is you can alter your position where you want it to hit on the target. For instance, so in that particular instance, one of our controlled pair went here, and the other one went into the head box. It's something you can decide on the fly. Okay, the hammer is 2 very quick shots. Precision isn't as important. Okay, I mean, it is important to keep it in the center mass area, but if it's spread out a little, it doesn't matter. As long as it's still in the center box or the center mass area, and it'll cause incapacitating damage. We want this threat to stop now and as fast as possible. An example of this might be somebody coming at you with a hatchet or a machete or a baseball bat. And you're going to want to add probably some sort of evasive maneuver also. So it would be more, we're doing these at about 4 yards. You can do them at any distance. It's best to start close and work your way back. The hammer is, it's 2 fast shots. It's usually close quarter, and you need to stop that threat. So without any evasive maneuver, it'd be something like this. So here, it was very fast, and they're a little further apart, a couple inches apart. With an evasive maneuver, it would be, which would be in this case probably going back or to one side or the other to avoid the strike. I kind of went off camera, but I angled back and away to my left. Same thing if you can't go to the left. So my one shot was off a little there, but it still was in the upper right hand side of the chest. The hammer can also, doesn't have to be restricted to 2 shots. If the thread isn't stopping as you're moving back, whatever it takes to stop that threat immediately. So a hammer could be 3 shots, 4 if you can get them in. I have some steel over here. I'm going to show you how you can use some steel to improve your speed on the control pair and on the hammer. So let's get over there. Okay, I've got some knockdown steel behind me. They fall rather slow. So once you, if you get to use some at your range or wherever you get some, you'll find that after the first shot they fall plenty slow enough for you to get the second shot off and hit the steel. But the fact that you have to get that shot off a little faster, it puts a little stress on you, and it makes you work a little faster to do it. The trick is not to miss the second shot. The trick is to do it slow enough to make both of them hit, and which would be your controlled pair, and do it slow enough to be accurate, but to get them both on. One thing to remember when shooting steel, at least be 10 or so yards from the steel, because there is going to be some shrapnel flying around and pieces of bullet flying around. Make sure you have your eye protection and your ear protection on. Just remember safety at all times. So I guess I'll try with this one right in the middle first. I'm going to get over on this side of you, about 10 yards. So the idea is to go as quick as you can and get both shots. That was kind of more of a hammer, but you can start out doing a controlled pair. Let's do another one. Okay, that time I went a little slower, and I got both hits, and I put it down. It's a good practice to use this because it makes you shoot a little faster, even though you don't have to shoot that fast to get them down. I believe that was 3. I love shooting steel. Okay, so there you have it. Double taps in the hammer, or double taps, which is both controlled pair and the hammer. So there you have it. Keep up your practice. I'm Dave Morelli. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.